Let's now look at past ability. I'm sure you know that we can use can for ability in the present or future, and to be able to is also possible, but we don't really use this for past or future meanings. You can say, I can speak French, or I am able to speak French, but we don't use able to, we just say can. This is A1 level English, and I'm guessing that you already know this. Could, as you've probably learned, is for abilities in the past. But, and this is where students make mistakes, it's only for general abilities in the past. This needs some explanation. Here's an example. When I was 12, I could play the guitar. This was a general thing that I could do in the past. Another example is this. In our previous house, we could sit in the garden. This means it was possible to do this whenever we wanted when we were in that house. We are not talking about a specific day. This is a key point. However, we use was or were able to for ability on a certain occasion. It means I managed to do this, or I succeeded in doing this. Yesterday, I was able to finish my report. You can't say could. Could is wrong. Maybe you had lots of difficult things to do and a very long report to write, and maybe not enough time, but you succeeded on that time in the past to finish your work. Here's another example. It was a hard exam, but they were able to pass. We are talking about success in a particular exam. It's a specific occasion. Again, we can't use could here. We can use could for all questions about ability in the past. It doesn't matter if we're talking about a general ability or an ability on a specific occasion. Look at this example. Could she see the doctor yesterday? It's a specific occasion, but as it's a question, we can say could. Here's another example. Could you finish the book in time? We can say, was she able to see the doctor yesterday? Or, were you able to finish the book in time? But we don't really use able to if could is possible. As for stated verbs, could is possible for general abilities and those on specific occasions. I could easily understand the diagram in yesterday's lesson. Understand is a stative verb, and it was a particular occasion, but we can use could because understand is stative. Here's another example. We could see the sea from our hotel room window. See is a stative verb, so we can use could. Of course, was or were able to in these sentences is also possible, but for action verbs you must use was or were able to. For negatives, couldn't is possible in all situations. Last year I couldn't sing well. This is an action verb and it's a general ability during that period, but of course because it's negative, couldn't is possible. It was so cold yesterday I couldn't feel my face. This is a stative verb and it's a specific occasion, but couldn't is possible. Stative verb or action verb, general ability or ability on a particular occasion, couldn't is possible for all situations. Some good news finally. Let's do some practice. I was able to fix my bike. Not could. Fix is an action verb, and on this particular occasion, maybe it was yesterday, I was able to fix my bike. Could would be wrong. They were able to find a gift for Jim. Again, this is yesterday they succeeded. So they were able to find a gift for Jim, not could. Could would be wrong. I couldn't find you. Remember, couldn't is always possible in the negative. You could say, I wasn't able to find you. But remember, when we speak, we don't like to use able to. We only use it when absolutely necessary. I could walk. We did mention a time last year, but we're talking about a general ability before a point in time, not one occasion where I succeeded in walking. Could you pay your phone bill yesterday? As this is a question, could is possible and preferable. I could see the boat. It was a specific occasion, but see is a stative verb, so we can use could. Could you speak French? This is asking, did you have this general ability in the past? Now you can do the exercises on the could and be able to practice sheet that you will find in the resources folder. So answer those questions and then check your answers. Good luck!